You know that moment when something small turns into complete chaos? Yeah, this is one of those stories. It all started on a bright morning. Mike and Paul were walking down the street, completely excited about their new job. But there was one problem. Their boss was extremely strict. "If you are even 1 minute late," the boss said in a cold voice, "I will fire you." Mike gulped. Paul whispered, "Man, we haven't even started yet and he's already scary." So they did what any desperate people would do. They went to see their friend, Dr. Jack. "Dr. Jack, we need help," Paul said. "Give us something that wakes us up on time." Dr. Jack smiled, a little too confidently. "Oh, my friends," he said, "I swear on my patients, I have just the thing." He handed them a strange-looking watch. "This is no ordinary alarm," he said. "The person who sets the alarm must be the one to turn it off." He paused. "But if someone else turns it off," his voice dropped, "this watch will make their life miserable." Mike laughed. How bad can it be? The next morning, 5 a.m., the alarm rang. Loud. Paul, half asleep, reached over and turned it off. Silence. Then, something strange happened. Mike suddenly jumped up. "What is that sound?" Paul looked confused. "What sound?" "It's ringing in my ears," Mike shouted. "Make it stop!" But Paul heard nothing. And that's when things went completely out of control. The invisible alarm was now stuck with Mike. Only Mike could hear it. Only Mike could see it. And it was driving him insane. On the way to work, Mike started yelling at nothing. He threw a rock, trying to hit the invisible watch. A passerby shouted, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" Paul tried to explain. "He's not crazy, he's hitting a watch." The man looked around. "What watch?" Exactly. At the office, things got even worse. Mike kept shouting, "Stop ringing!" The boss slammed his desk. "Who are you talking to?" Within minutes, they were both fired. Job? Gone. Respect? Gone. Peace? Definitely gone. The alarm was still ringing. Desperate, they went back to Dr. Jack. "Do something," Mike begged. Dr. Jack shrugged. "As long as the battery is alive, the watch will keep ringing." Mike froze. "You're saying we just wait?" Exactly. But waiting wasn't an option. So Paul came up with a plan. "What if we trick the watch?" he said. "What if we attract it somewhere else?" Using a giant magnet, they rushed to a clock shop. Meanwhile, Mike was losing his mind. Running, shouting, dodging imaginary sounds. People thought he had completely lost it. And somehow, in all this chaos, they ended up creating even more trouble. They got into fights. They confused a police officer. They even made a local tough guy run away. Everything was a mess. Finally, after hours of madness, the sound stopped. Silence. Mike stood still. "It's gone." Paul smiled. "Battery's dead." They both collapsed on the ground, completely exhausted. And in that moment, they realized something simple. Sometimes, trying to take shortcuts creates bigger problems. And sometimes, the only way out is to face the chaos you created. And yeah, maybe next time, just use a normal alarm.